We were doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
We had Boom. We had 73 yards. And then we...
I guess things were going too well for us.
Then we get Dot and fucking Bubble, mate.
Yeah.
What? Sorry. What the fuck did I just watch?
What? Can I just come out and say this?
Yeah, go on.
I fucking hated it.
What? That is the
I
most...
generally thought that sucked.
It's the most half-baked Russell script of all the Russell scripts.
It was so bad.
It's terrible.
I don't want to be that guy. I really don't. But I thought it fucking sucked.
So, guys, this is our review of Dot and Bubble.
Can you tell?
Welcome. I don't know how we're all doing out there, but it's been a day, and I hope
And
we're
it's
all
barely
okay.
started. It's like 8 o'clock
Shit
in the
day,
morning.
mate.
It's already ruined.
Worst day of the year.
Okay? It's ruined. It's not a fine day and fine time.
It's a shite day and shite time, mate.
Yeah.
So I hope we're all okay. I know that's not how we all want to ever end our days or start our days, but it's fine. It's
In
fine.
fine time.
It's fine in fine time.
It's fine in
We're
fine
going to review
time.
Dot and Bubble now. We're the 50% Doctor Who podcast. If this is your first time listening, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Or follow us on all the platforms at 50 Doctor, at 50 Doctor Who on TikTok. And we're going to get straight into this review because there is a lot to say, but also not that much to say. What a shite show.
Oh, yeah.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50%, podcast.
Dot and Bubble, written by Russell T Davies, directed once again by the legend of last week, who is Dylan Holmes Williams, also known as...
Mr. Holmes.
Last time we can do that this series.
I know.
Maybe forever.
All right, so the world of fine time seems happy and harmonious, but an awful terror is preying on the citizens. Can the Doctor and Ruby make them see the truth before it's too late?
I sure hope so.
Answer? Just no.
I guess no.
Just no.
No. Right.
Maybe can we find some good? Because I know we got a lot.
Okay.
Okay, shy episode.
Yeah.
But let's maybe just brainstorm some good.
Okay.
So that we're not going straight into Mr. Negative, and we can maybe have some live.
I think why put a scene like that's quite unique in an episode that just fucking sucks. That was my big takeaway, because I think that ending scene could have been in a really great episode and had a huge impact. Is that that's kind of like a positive and a negative. I think the scene was like, I don't know why we're getting this massive emotional piece from the Doctor.
Yeah.
And Ncuti really putting in effort.
Yeah. Worth saying,
I guess that's a negative and a plus.
New listeners, we have literally just watched the episode and walked straight down to record this. So, this is going to be a mad scramble of ideas. So, it's not going to be the most cohesive review you've ever heard, especially considering it's not the most cohesive episode you've ever read or seen.
Visually, there was some cool stuff.
Before we move on from Ncuti, I just want to say, that last scene was incredible. That performance was amazing. But I agree. I think this is the most cooked script Russell has ever delivered, where it's there is 1,000 ideas. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but there's 1,000 ideas, and then at the end you have this really important, powerful scene.
Yes.
But it's just at the end of an episode, not really about that stuff.
No.
And you're just kind of oh, we're doing this. 100%, I thought there was another 20 minutes to this episode.
Yeah.
Genuinely, the episode ended, and the credits came on, and I was shocked.
That was weird.
It is the most anticlimactic episode of New Who.
Yeah.
I seriously thought there was a whole nother act to come. I don't think the Doctor would ever let them get on that boat, and I know they were being incredibly horrible, but I think the Doctor would break the boat before they get on that boat and go.
Well, that's all right then.
Do you know what I mean? I just felt they're just gonna go. And I know it's a tragedy or something like that, but I don't think the episode was built to be that. Tragedies are great, but you have to build up to that point. We didn't get any answers, and it's not 73 yards where the ambiguousness is what makes it scary. We don't get any answers about the slugs and things like that. It just happens.
The same guy wrote that, by the way.
Oh my God. There's two sides of Russell. There's good Russell and bad Russell.
You couldn't get more different.
No.
And I don't even just mean tonally. I just mean writing wise, quality wise.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to go in this episode like not excited.
Yeah.
But I genuinely was just like, you know what? You know it's not going to be one of your favorites of the series. Probably not going to be one of your favorites like ever.
Mm-hmm.
But just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
And I just struggled so hard
Yeah.
to
There was moments
Get
where
it.
I was like sort of starting to enjoy it, little bits here and there, and then I felt bad for Mr. Holmes because
it's
was
so confined.
It was-
It's like, what could he do?
the amount of times he just had to have a shot of a screen, and it's the most boring.
What can you do?
It's like, yeah, what else can you do? I thought he did a really good job at shooting. Our lead character. We should say very Dr. Light this week, with the lead character being Lindy Pepperbean.
Linda Pepperbean.
Played by
Lindy Pepperbean?
yes, Lindy Pepperbean, played by Callie Cook.
One of the most unlikable fucking... And I get that's the point.
I thought she was a good actor. I thought she did a good job doing that.
I think that's the thing. I think the three main leads are all trying so fucking hard.
Yeah.
And they're doing a really great job. But I can just tell they
Yeah.
know that this sucks.
Because I think like what you need
Really bad.
I think I didn't mind it at the start because I thought Lindy Pepperbean was obviously quite a flawed character, not a nice person, a bit annoying. But I thought like going into the second act, we were going to see like a vulnerable side to her, and then you sort of unpack it from there. Because it's okay to have a character that you don't necessarily like at the start, but you kind of want to unpack why they're like that, and you
She
can't
just gets
you
worse.
can't just say money and wealth and being racist is the answer.
Yeah.
Like I think you need to dive into that more.
And committing manslaughter.
Yes, yeah, that was really weird. I thought because I really thought at that point we were starting to get to unpack her, and then she just took a turn, and that's why I felt like there was a third act. I thought all the character work was like leading, and then. You know, we took her to one place, and now we're going back to the other. That's going to be the ultimate test for her character. That's going to turn her around to then find the error in her ways. Or in the end, she's just a bad person. And I just think it's really un-Doctor Who to be like, these people are just bad people. What do you think on that?
It doesn't feel like Doctor Who.
Feels like fucking Black Mirror.
Yeah, but I think it's I think it's a bad.
Season 5 Black Mirror.
I think I even enjoyed the bad episodes of Black Mirror more.
Yeah.
It's just my issue is what I feared it was going to be, which is like this is an idea that Russell has publicly said is an idea he's had since 2010, and just because you have the budget to do it now doesn't mean you should do it. So I think it's an idea that may look good on paper, but in execution, it's boring, it's bland, it's been done 1,000 times.
Yeah.
We've all seen Black Mirror, okay? If this came out in 2010, it would fit.
Yeah.
I just think now we're in 2024, we're 14 years later.
Yeah.
I just don't think... How did this pass?
I don't know.
I can never, ever show anyone this.
This
Episode
not a good one.
is under lock and key for all of eternity. No one is going to watch it. Mm-hmm. Why is this here?
I've got a mate who's just watching the good ones.
Skip.
So like I got
Not even a question.
half an hour into
Not
the
even a
episode,
question.
and I was like, "Nah, don't." I can't show this. And then like Shooter got good, and like I said, I
I
thought
know that ending, but it's like, is
And
it
then I
worth
thought-
it just to get through?
I
all
thought
that
maybe there'd be
shit?
another 10, 15 minutes of that.
Right.
And then it just turns out to be like the most tacked on scene. Brilliant scene once again. So tacked on.
It is. Why have that? This could have been an amazing scene at the end of an amazing episode, and it would have been so much more impactful. Now it's an amazing scene on probably one of my least favorite episodes.
Yeah, I'm never going to see this scene.
I was literally watching it, and I was like, am I ever going to rewatch this?
Yeah.
I found it boring when I was watching it. I felt like I was back in like the Jodie era where I was like, I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
I just want it to end. I'm not excited about the next scene or what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more out of the episode.
Yeah.
You have a great director who proved himself last week
And-
in a set confined bullshit green screen for half of the episode.
Yeah. But I
How
think
do you work with that?
I think he did do like the best he could. Because what I was going to say before we started talking about Lindy Pepperbean was I thought he did a really good job at like shooting inside the bubble in unique ways. Because obviously you can't get a normal close up because if you do, you're just going to have the stuff in front of Lindy's face the whole time. So he has to like work with really tight, like extreme close-ups of eyes and her mouth, and I thought that stuff was really cleverly handled. And there's a couple of cool shots in there. I thought the sequence of Ricky September beating the whole Voyage of the Damned situation with the what's it called, a crowbar.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a fun. There was some cool
I
stuff.
kind of got
there.
New Hope vibes for some reason.
Oh,
Luke,
yeah,
Luke
yeah.
training on
Yeah, I
the
can see
on the
that.
Falcon. All right.
That was like a cool shot where like the focus shifted onto the dot as it like went past the camera, and I thought
Yeah,
that was cool.
he's doing his best with
Yeah,
the little that he's got, and
I hope he comes back.
I do. Yeah, I really hope so too. He's definitely stood out for me. I think. Well, I guess one more positive. I think I can appreciate that the death was quite gruesome, with it just the
Just going into
the dot just flying through his head and instantly killing Ricky September. Who, by the way, ladies and men, he's a hunk.
He's a honk,
Great,
honk.
great.
Shooty looking good in the just orange costume.
Why is it my favorite costume in this episode?
They're doing everything possible to make you want to watch it without giving you a good
torturing
episode.
me?
They're like, we'll give you a great scene. We'll give you a great costume for both the leads. We'll give you an amazing director. You will rewatch this episode, Connor, but we'll give you a shit story.
Yeah, look, I will rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because I think I need to watch everything at least twice.
Yeah, that's what I do, yeah.
But there's definitely going to be a lot of phone scrolling while watching it. I can't be fucked with it. Why, when we only get 8 episodes, well, 9 a year, if we include the Christmas special, I don't understand why this is something that Russell went, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I generally just think the only way I can think of why this was made was that it just seemed really good on paper.
Yeah. But, okay, final good. I thought Murray was actually really good. I thought his score was
Yeah, I
great.
noticed Murray quite a lot, but I guess it's because I wasn't really paying attention to anything else.
That was like cool. I like when Murray goes different. Like we're all used to his very like strings sort of bass
like
stuff
this
and percussion. But when he goes like and gets like a little bassy and does some different things, I like the idea. I feel like there's a missed opportunity in all of New Who to like kind of adapt the score much more to the episodes, rather than just having the sound of Doctor Who, which is what it's been for the last 13, 14 seasons. Whereas like if you do a future one, you should get like a bit more techno with it or like sci-fi with it. If you do a past, go a bit more classical with the music. And I feel like this sort of did that. It kind of went a bit more like,
Mario's probably watching this shit going like, what the fuck?
I've got to do something here, boys.
Something's got to save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, I feel like it's Groundhog Day every week. I'm like, yeah, Millie was great, Shooty was great, Mario was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, what next? I just don't. I found it super boring. It was laughable at times.
Yeah, we chuckled a few times, didn't it?
I'm sorry. I generally think the slugs look bad. I said that last week. There's some shots where they're actually using the actual practical ones. I'm like, that's great.
I thought
when it goes all CGI.
I think they were CG the whole time.
They actually made models.
Yeah, but a lot of the time, especially with Disney stuff, they make models and CGI over them.
Oh, okay. It's like a place-in, like a stand-in.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I thought they looked good at times, but I think upon the whole thought they got worse throughout the episode.
So what was the idea of them? They were created by...
Let's get into the bad man. I don't know.
Okay.
And look, a repeat viewing may definitely help this. But
yeah, you never fucking know the answer when it's important.
By the time you get to all the exposition dumpy of the end, it's just like...
They were created in fine time.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like, you've just spoken at me for the last 40 minutes. I'm so uninterested by more exposition dump of these, whatever the fuck these dumb slugs are. Don't know what that was about. I literally couldn't even keep it in when the most boring plot twist of all time, they're eating you in alphabetical order.
You're like, this fucking sucks. This is like, yeah.
This is the dumbest plot twist I've ever heard. And the thing is as well, I saw it like 5 minutes before they got to it as well. And then they spend like a minute going, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? And I'm just sat there like alphabetical order, alphabetical order, alphabetical order.
It's not even like, it's like, but also it's like, yeah, who cares? Like, are people, I'm glad if people enjoyed it, but I don't see how this is a situation like last week where people are like, I just didn't like it. Because I think there's so much more to digest in last week's episode, even visually.
Yeah.
An episode like this, I think it kind of makes sense why people think, you know.
I think it's just a genuinely bad episode. Whereas last week I think it was a good episode that isn't for everyone. And
yes,
I can appreciate that some people aren't going to like that. Whereas this week was like just, I think, a bad episode. And honestly, people that like this episode, I don't know what to say because I just think this is...
Well, was it Love and Monsters for you?
If it was a bit funnier, we had a few funny bits that we laughed at, silly bits, but not enough. And I think the thing is that this episode ends with such a powerful scene that you can't make it the Love and Monsters, because Love and Monsters, you can get a laugh.
Listen, I think Love and Monsters ends with a really emotional beat with the
We
slap.
still have a bit of a sex life.
Yeah.
None of that here.
I love that. Love and Monsters, I know that's an episode that's not for everybody. I love it. I always have, okay? This is nothing like that for me. Do you know what I think was the worst part about this episode? It was just so fucking boring. It was so boring.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm watching Doctor Who and I'm bored. It's a Russell T Davies episode on Disney Plus in 2024 with an amazing Doctor and an amazing companion, and I'm bored.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing
You know,
it could be.
I feel like this is like, because probably, I think this is the first episode they filmed. This one.
It must be, because that's the original. That's the costume.
That's the announcement
that day.
costumes and everything.
God, what were they thinking?
And I don't know. This is all just hypothetical, but it seriously feels to me like Russell like ran out of time to get his first script delivered, and this is like draft one. Like
It must be. It
because
sucked.
there's like hallmarks of just too much, and like it needed a producer to go like, no, just focus on one of these things. Don't try and do everything. You've got social media commentary. You got like what's the word I'm looking for? Like wealth. Like privilege commentary, like you got stuff on racism, which I guess you can tie into like some of the privilege stuff at times. But at the end, it just for an episode that's it was a short one this week, wasn't it? For an episode that is 43 minutes long.
It felt so long.
For an episode that is 43
not in a good
minutes
73
long.
yards way.
For an episode that's 43 minutes long, tackles so much. It's like, what are you like?
And I think it achieves so little as well.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if you'd had maybe a character arc by the end of it. But the fact is, you just don't. And so it just exists. It's like, these are the adventures that the Doctor and Ruby go on that we don't see. Do you know what I mean?
That time in that social media city.
Yeah, like,
With the big slugs.
with the big slugs. No,
Yeah,
but I
I
mean,
do,
like,
Ruby.
the fact that they didn't save them at the end. I'm sure that happens all the time to the dog. But, like, doesn't make a good episode because it just ends with like the most anticlimactic. I don't know. It didn't feel earned. If things like if they wanted to go down this like racism route, which I assume I think we're right, and that's what the ending's about.
If I hadn't read it before on Twitter as being a bit of a leak, again, you might think I'm stupid and I've only watched it once. I would have taken it as like they're people from the outside world and they don't trust them.
I don't know. I read it as a racism thing. There's a few lines in there that I just feels like they're pulled from like Django Unchained and things like that. That I think, it's highly. I think it's definitely like a racism thing. But it's like I think the episode just should have like lent into that more throughout it, which I just don't think we really got that, and so it does feel like a tacked on scene and a beautiful scene, but not right for this episode.
This is just so unnecessary. I think it's just bad. Like I generally just think it's bad.
Bad.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It could have just been like a fun episode of the week. But I think like why are we getting episodes like this when we only have 8 in this series?
Yeah. Do you know?
Is this really are people really gonna enjoy this? Like, are people gonna watch that and like new viewers, are they gonna really watch that and like it?
No.
Do you really think that? Because I don't.
No. What did you think of Ricky September?
Fine.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. I wish he was in it more.
It's fine. It's a character that I guess kind of works, and I mean I think like it was a cool setup in the beginning. I think I like how they said that he dropped his dot or his bubble
And he reads.
I
like that. Relatable.
And he walks around the city without being noticed because everyone else has got they're in their own bubbles. And it's a comment about how kids are on their phones too much and they don't see the world going around them.
They don't read history.
They're too busy on Twitter and Facebook. It's so cringe, and this is not why I tune into Doctor Who.
No.
All right? I tune in for Boom and 73 Yards, okay?
I think like...
And that's all I've got to say about that.
I think Doctor Who's always got a range of good, bad, mid. And the thing that I'm most worried about is that I just feel like now Like we've had Boom 73 yards. I kind of got a vibe that this one was going to be a bit more in the mid to low vibe.
What gave you that?
I was so excited. Well, not so excited, but I suppose most excited for Rogue out of the next 4 episodes, including Dot and Bubble. And then that next time trailer hit for Rogue, and I was like, oh, this looks shit.
Well, luckily I've never looked forward to that one.
Like, it just, I don't know. We don't need to go there now, but...
but it doesn't. Isn't it annoying that we finish 73 yards and then it's like, okay, we'll wait till the final for it to get good again?
It's nuts. It's silly. It has, people were quick to put their fingers on the alarm bells, or ring the alarm bells.
For what?
For like what's happened to Russell as he lost his magic and stuff. And I think he's still got best Russell in him because, we've had Wild Blue Yonder and 73 yards. Yeah. But I do think, and Space Babies I enjoy, but I understand it's not the way to start a season. And now we've had quite a few episodes in this era that I would sort of think are on the super low side of Russell's writing out of everything that
like
he's written.
Devil's Cord and
Devil's Cord sort of like mid, like average, but probably on the lower end.
Star Beast.
Star Beast is like very low, like as low as it gets. And then this is actually lower than the Star Beast, perhaps.
I think so. I think it's on that the Star Beast level on the one, you've been doing those Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, you should check out my weekly wank rankings on Twitter and
weekly
Instagram.
Wank ratings.
Did you say the weekly wank?
Is that what you said? I was just copying you.
No, ranking.
Oh, I thought you said it because you were being wanky.
Stay tuned for my weekly wank.
Sorry, I thought that's what you said because you were trying to say I'm a wanky guy who does that kind of thing.
Yeah, my weekly wank.
Yeah, there's literally a Star Beast column.
Yeah, just because nothing's as low as a Star Beast until today.
So is that your point though? You just think that he's just making Dot and Bubbles?
Now I'm not stressed because we saw last week was amazing, and people are quick to jump the gun after we're forgetting that we just had a brilliant episode last week. But I think we're starting to see a bit more consistently not good Russell scripts.
Who'd have thought we'd see the day where that happened?
I'm not jumping the gun. He's great. Before you guys point guns and be like, you guys are just fucking haters. Duh. I'm like, no, we've had this that's bad. We've had the Star Beast that's bad. A whole bunch of mid.
Yeah.
Being like Devil's Cord, Space Babies, Church on Ruby Road.
Yeah.
And it's like, where just really half-cooked scripts we're getting. Like, this is a mess. This is like just fucking words on a page, and Russell went, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then the Devil's Cord, he was like, I got some cool ideas,
but I don't know how to do them all together.
Connect them properly, and then I'll just go blah, blah, blah for the last act. And like, sort of the same thing for Church on Ruby Road. It's like, kind of cool ideas, some really good moments in there. The last act is just like, blah, 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 blah. Like fucking space gloves, pull down spaceship.
Yeah.
Goblin King go boof.
Mavity gloves.
Mavity.
I think
dumb fucking
one thing that worries me as well is that the 2 episodes I have loved from him are very niche, kind of strange stories. Like Wild Blue Yonder is not your average episode Doctor Who. 73 Yards is not your average episode Doctor Who. I'm like, but I do just want like casual episodes from Russell that I can enjoy that aren't like a 73 yards. So it's just a bit different and a bit weird.
I think I'm sort of trying to do it in my head at the moment though. Like, to be honest, a lot of the best individual episodes, forget about season 4 for a second, a lot of the best individual episodes of Russell's era are just like sort of his finales, and because it's like, what would you say are your best Russell scripts other than Midnight and Turn Left?
Wars and Mars.
Ah, fuck.
Apart from that as well.
Yeah, forget that.
Like Rose, Aliens of London, World War 3, Partner Ways, Bad Wolf. Yeah, probably. I'm a bit of a New Earth simp. I know people don't really
New
like
Earth
that.
sucks ass.
I like New Earth.
Sucks ass.
But final, season 2 final.
My point is that in Russell's era, this is like just a terrible take.
Okay.
This is a terrible take. What I'm about to
say.
Go
ahead. Go give us your terrible take.
But I want this to be credited to Russell because it's the showrunner and he does the final pass on the scripts. But I think some of the best episodes in Russell's era aren't actually credited to Russell. Obviously, he gets, most of those ideas will come from him and he gets the final pass on the script. So I'm not at all having a dig at saying that.
Blank.
So it's like, I think we need some new writers in there.
Dude,
do you know what I mean?
I want it so badly.
I think we just overdone. He's just like overworked himself here, and we've got some half-baked scripts. It's like Chibnall in season 11.
Yeah.
Where it's like, by the time he got to the finale, he only had time to do one draft because he wrote so much that season.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, we are getting... He's doing 4 next year, right? And then 4 guest writers.
Yeah, you definitely said there's 4
So
different writers,
I think that even that might be a little bit too much, but half is, I mean, if he's doing the Christmas special too, that's still a lot.
Well, Moffat's doing the Christmas special
Next
year.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Russell's writing the Christmas special.
Yeah,
next
but
year.
I think 4's good for Ross because it's like you get 1 premiere, 2-part finale, and then maybe like a 73 yards
in the middle. Yeah, that could be good. I just hope what I don't like about Russell these days, I've been saying this for weeks, is just like he's out there publicly saying like, this is bigger than the season 4 final. Why are you saying that? I don't understand why you're saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
That final was earned. It had spin-offs. It had 4 seasons leading up to it. If you count season 4 as a season leading up to it, it was so earned.
Yeah.
It felt like a world that was lived in because we had lived it and watched the spin-offs.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's like, this is going to be big because you find out who Susan Twist is. Ooh.
Susan Foreman.
Oh my God.
In this episode, by the way.
You didn't notice until...
Yeah, she was on screen for like 30 seconds, and it was literally like the 29th second that I went, oh, Connor, that's Susan Twist. And Connor was like...
Yeah, I read the thing.
I know.
Yeah, I read the thing.
No, but I think you would have... I think I was laughing in my head at... it was like hashtag love my Lindy at the bottom of the screen, and I was just like chuckling at that. And then I sort of like looked up at her eyes and was like, it's Susan Twist.
I guess one thing about the doctor notices, he's like, it's the Vanguard ambulance lady. And Ruby's like, I've also seen her before.
She was hiking in a lifetime that I didn't know you.
Or did I see her?
Oh, no.
That's a story for another day.
Ooh.
So did she? Who cares? That's the thing, I don't care.
Yeah.
What a waste of my time.
Yeah, man.
I don't have any inkling to rewatch it. I think it's boring. I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. It's a waste of a slot of an episode. It does feel like a first draft. It's Black Mirror exists already, okay?
Yeah.
I get this working in 2010. We're 14 years later. Stop it.
Do you think, Black Mirror is a lot darker of a show than Doctor Who? Mm-hmm. And quite often, 9 out of 10 of the times has an unhappy ending. Mm-hmm. So whilst this episode is going like full like the commentary route with technology and stuff that Black Mirror does, I almost think that the Black Mirror side of it that Russell was going for was more this dark and the unhappy ending. Mm-hmm. And I think the stuff in Black Mirror I just think it works better in Black Mirror. Like I just cannot explain how underwhelmed I was come that final moment where I went when the credits rolled, and I was like, I've never had that experience in my life in Doctor Who where I have like literally the moment you start hearing like, it's the ending and you're surprised. I've never been like that. Like at least the last couple shots you go, okay, we're ending quick, but this was like, I seriously thought there was so much more to go, but I've said that already. Half-baked fucking script.
Why does this? I'm so baffled and so confused as to why this got made.
Folks, here in sunny old Perth, it's 8:30 a.m. and Connor and I have already had a shit day. We've, for starters, right? My first night house sitting. I'm house sitting for a month.
A month?
For a month with some couple of real cute doggos. Right, and so
that's a long time.
Had to get up extra early to get back here, ready for the drop at 7 a.m. And those dogs, one of them is just got a few like allergies, so like feeding it's like a bit of a stress. It's like the whole thing. So I had to like sort out them in the morning. Get back here. Surprise! My sister's dog is staying at my family house where the
you
studio
never fucking
is.
know the answer when it's important.
So canine. So he's like barking like fucking crazy. Connor arrives, dog wouldn't stop fucking barking.
He jumped on my lap at one point.
The blinds in my theater room wouldn't fucking close. The dog was jumping all around us, barking all the way through the episode. Stood on the remote and sent it back 10 seconds halfway through the
It
episode.
was kind of like that was kind of funny though.
It was funny.
Look, if it was 73 yards, I'd give a fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
The most entertaining part of Dot and Bubble was when Aiden's sister's dog came into the theater room. That was the most entertaining part.
And then to
A
top
dog
it all,
came in halfway through.
then we watched Dot and Bubble. Shite.
Hated it.
We come down the studio. Fucking the micro SD in the Rodecaster fucking shits itself halfway through recording. The fucking camera SD runs out, which never happens. I'm usually on top of that stuff during the recording. Now the fucking speaker is turned off, so we can't even hear the fucking sound bites.
I see.
Today's you can hear the sound bites, but we can't.
And I
today's
have to go to work
cursed.
for
You have to go to work.
8 hours after I leave here. Which
I have to
I'm
go to an
not looking
Italian
forward to
restaurant
at
for
all.
lunch.
That's pretty good.
It is good. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Mamma mia!
Pasta.
Are you the kind of guy who rubs his hands when his dinner gets put down in front of him?
And I go,
pizza. And you go, don't mind if I do. Italian, damn it, I'm jelly.
yeah, man, for a friend's birthday. But
Wow,
yeah,
I am jelly.
that was a really weird rant, but they're all like the small things that have built up, and it's only 8:30 a.m.
I'm really glad people enjoy it. I saw some people say on Twitter they loved it. I really, 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 really do not understand why, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you did. Because
Yeah.
I thought that's probably the worst episode of Doctor Who I've seen in a
Yeah.
long time.
And I think the reviews
Maybe since Legend of the Sea Devils, which to be honest isn't that far away
no,
from this episode.
no,
I think they both are really it's just so cringe and shit. And
yeah,
I actually kind of, I don't like to use the word hate a lot, but I actually did kind of hate it.
I'm just
It was just bad.
just gonna scroll through Twitter and get some responses because I seriously don't have that much more to say on this because I just think it.
I know, I
fucking
just
sucks.
keep saying it's bad, which it is bad.
Dan Peters, I'm sorry, that was terrible. Tharies, funny that the actor called Thomas Harris, Ricky September, was the only one who was able to walk. Oh, Tharies.
Well, Faries.
What else we got here? Doctor Who Poop says, if Dot and Bubble was initially a story concept for Matt Smith, what was the twist going to be? That's a good point. Like, what would have actually been good at the end there? Bryce says, oh, wow, I need to change my profile pic now because Bryce's profile picture
Is Lily Pepperbean?
Lily Pepperbean.
Great. The racist herself.
Yeah. What else we got? People all praising the ending, which is great.
Yeah, everyone's just talking about the ending, which is
Yeah.
granted, but it's like, yeah, but the rest of the episode fucking sucked.
People saying we got a new contender for the most hateable character. Oh, hold on. There's sort of a bit of a silly little goof on Russell's behalf here.
What?
They use the phrase anti-grav in the episode.
Anti-Mav.
Should be anti-mav. First draft, all I'm saying.
Yeah, Russell, stop fucking texting and driving. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
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 People are staying up till 12 o'clock to watch this.
Yeah.
I'm getting up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday, which I hate. I hate getting up early. I never get up early. I'm getting up early. People are staying up late. This is what people are. Russell can Russell really on his heart say, yeah, this is worth staying up for. This is an episode you should watch in the afternoon when you've woken up a little bit and gotten the sleep out your eye and stuck your finger in your third eye and you're sober and you're just going to sit down and watch some shitty Doctor Who.
Yeah. If I get more of these episodes,
I can't take it anymore.
If I get more of them, I think I
I
might.
might quit the show.
I think I'll quit the show. I think I'm gonna watch Doctor Who with my eyes glued shut, and just get on with it. Just like Chloe says, Russell T Davies, get your feet down and put the dildo away. That was what was that, hen?
Yeah, put the dildo away.
Yeah.
That's are Russell's producers just kind of like don't like to say no to him?
I don't know. I don't really like shitting anymore. I've pooed too much on this episode. So smelly.
I'm getting a phone call. I can feel my phone in my shoe.
All right, Connor, I'm scared to ask. Can you give Dot and Bubble a rating out of 10?
Yeah. 3.
3. Wow. I'm going to give it a 4.
I was considering a 4, but what good did I say about it?
Shooting Millie good.
Sure.
Don Holmes Williams / Mr. Holmes did
Mr. Holmes.
the best he
Can we
could.
do that? Because we probably won't ever be able to say it again.
Yeah, please. We need to laugh at something.
We can't hear it, but it happened.
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
And I thought like Lindy was like a good actor, just playing like a shit character. And few good concepts in there, just not executed well.
You're grasping at straws, mate. Just
Yeah,
let it go.
I am.
Let it go.
There's so many straws, and I'm just like, please.
If anyone asks you how Doctor Who went at lunch today, just be like, yeah, anyway,
Yeah, it's Black Mirror though.
when's my pasta coming?
Where's my
is what you should say.
pasta?
Just say that. Just be like,
Pasta.
Aiden, mate, how was Doctor Who today?
What's your-
the weather is actually not too bad today. It's been pretty shit the last couple of days, isn't it? That's what I'd say.
What's your go-to Italian meal?
My go-to Italian meal?
Yeah.
I'm a pasta simp.
Yeah.
I like pasta.
I'm a carbonara.
Yeah, if pizza's,
yeah.
there's this place in Perth that does pizza.
Called Alfredo's.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite place.
Yeah,
to
me,
go
you, and
to.
Snares went there.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah, forgot we did that. Yeah, that's my favorite place.
That was
to
a
go to.
really good pizza.
Yeah, that's where I go.
Yeah, good
I
stuff.
like Italian.
Yeah.
I'm having Mexican tonight, so I'm keen
I
for
had
that.
Mexican last night.
I'm having a fiesta. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in margaritas that I watched Dot and Bubble this morning.
Yeah, I was thinking of being sober at this. It's for someone's birthday. We're going out for this lunch, and I was thinking of being sober, but not anymore.
You're gonna down half the bottle of vodka before you go.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, what's that? What's the new Doctor Who like this week?" And I'll be like, "Go, go, 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 go,
Don't
go, go, go."
ask. Don't get me started on it.
Yeah, I'm like the like your fucking racist Uncle Dave at family dinners.
I do have an Uncle Dave.
Is he racist?
No, he's dead.
Oh, dead now, of course.
Well, no, he wasn't racist. I don't think he was racist.
No, but my point is, when you're like, so Uncle Dave, like, what are your thoughts on this political thing? And Uncle Dave goes on like a tangent. That's me with Doctor Who today.
Don't ask Aiden about what. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Aiden his opinion on Dot and Bubble.
That's it. And like, look, I also want to say, I know we were sort of doing a bit of shit talking and being like a bit stressed about Russell right now, but I do think the man still got it, and I think
Still got it, folks.
I think he can. I think season 2 could be great. I think this season could end really great.
I
Just
fucking well hope so.
it's just purely an observation that we've had a lot of mid to bad episodes penned by Russell lately.
Midster Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
Midster Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
Okay, so a 4 and 3 for Dot and Bubble. We'll be back on Wednesday, folks, to see what you guys think, which I'm kind of scared to ask, but hopefully give us something funny, right? So in the comments, on the socials, we're going to ask what you guys want from Dot and Bubble. Give us a laugh, mate. It's a bad day today. It's a bad day.
Dot and Bubble was great. You just hate fun.
But, do I? Do I hate fun? I like space babies, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what you'll be texting, you'll be flying drunk. I love space babies, I'll have you know. I like fun. How dare you say that in my YouTube comments?
And then everyone will be like, if you like space babies, I can't trust your opinion. People hate space babies.
Well, good for them. I hate this.
Yeah, fact. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday.
Fuck them and fuck you too.
We'll be back Wednesday giving our updated thoughts on the episode, reading what you guys think of the episode, and looking ahead to Rogue, doing a bit of a preview potty for Rogue. Have I missed anything, Con?
Mr. Holmes. Did you Mr. Holmes or anything? No. I hated it.
Do you have anything else to say?
This was so bad. I hated it. That's it. Thank you. Goodbye. Put me out my misery, bro.
Fuck.
I hated it. No one's ever watching this. If I hear this game playing in my house, I'm going to run upstairs and throw like a chair at the TV. Get it off. Turn it off.
You pick up the TV,
Yeah,
throw it off the
throw
second
outside.
story.
Get it out.
Go on.
Not watching it. Goodbye. Thank you. Good luck next time. Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, the more I think about like showing this new era of Doctor Who to people, the more I'm like having the more episodes that people have to skip than watch.
That's
you know?
the complete opposite of what it should have been.
Yeah.
It's the
But that's
complete
okay.
opposite.
I'm smelling so much poo right now. We've pooed
Right.
so much on this episode.
Right.
And I think, we said our piece. And let's calm down. Let's turn the mics off, calm down, have a bit of zen,
Landmines then.
Have a bit of pasta.
I ain't eating pasta.
You'll be eating sawdust when you go to work,
Yeah.
or sparks.
Sparks.
We'll see you Wednesday, folk. This is the part where we sing our song Extremely Depressed, okay?
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1. It's Aidan and Connor's podcast. And Doctor Who is dead. Doctor
It's dead on a
Who is
Saturday.
dead.
Oh, we are so fucked.
Like,
Hey.
you know, a few weeks ago there was that. So a guy commented, I think on Starbeast, and was like,
I told
"It's
you.
over."
I already told you it's over. Just
And then
let it die.
And then like a fortnight later, commented an episode saying, "I told you, it's really over," and like went in so in detail as to why Doctor Who's over. Today I'm like, Doctor Who's over.
Was he right?
He's right.
He was he was a hero. I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it at the time.
Oh man.
Go drown your sorrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a beer. 8:42. That's a good time for a beer.
Perfect time after Dot and Bubble. Go
5 o'clock
ahead.
somewhere.
Go ahead.
I'm getting straight on
Get
the
on
beers.
the Dot and Bubbles.
I need it.
I need the beers.
Ah!
God, that's fucking suck.